Good afternoon. Welcome to 3 o'clock with SOC. Give me a second while I welcome our Spanish speaking residents. Hola, buenas tardes. Gracias por estar con nosotros hoy. Si quieren acceso al programa en español, por favor marquen el número 425-436-6200. Cuando contestan la llamada, por favor comparten el clave que empieza con el número 6, que es 627-682. Thank you for giving me a second to welcome our Spanish-speaking neighbors. You're at 3 o'clock with SOC on this 5th of May, 2020, or Cinco de Mayo for our Mexican neighbors who are celebrating this festive day of having a victory over the French in the Guerra at Puebla, a city near Mexico City or in Mexico City. So happy to come alongside our Mexican neighbors during this time. My name is Tammy Rivera. I'm the Executive Director of Southside Organizing Center and the lead organizer. We have been here for you from the start of this, haven't missed a day. You can continue to reach us all the ways that you usually do, except in person, and we are looking forward to when we can do that again. Our phone number is 414-672-8090, 414-672-8090. If you missed any of the numbers or any of the information that I'm sharing with you, you can find them all in the comments section. Ustedes que no give me a second to say that in Spanish in case folks missed it because we weren't able to have it on the screen. Ustedes que están con nosotros que quieren oír el programa en español, si no oyeron el número de teléfono, ahí aparece en pantalla y también se puede encontrar en el diálogo que está pasando en Facebook Live. Today, you can reach us, as I said, at our phone number, and you can reach us at our email at soc@socmilwaukee.org, and all the other ways that you can reach us in social media, phone number, email, and at our website at socmilwaukee.org, Milwaukee spelled out, and there we have a whole page dedicated to information, resources, and action that you can take to participate and help during this time. I want to share with you some of the special activities that are taking place this week. We launched yesterday a Mother's Day promotion, and want to remind you all that you can send your mom a special message for Mother's Day here by simply sharing a photo of your mom, you and your mom filling out the census, or if it's you and your children filling out the census. And you can send us a message to our email, or you could post that on our Facebook as well, with the picture and a message that doesn't exceed 150 characters. And if you do that, on Friday, we're going to have a beautiful slideshow dedication to moms with their photos that you send in, the messages that you send, and your mom will be entered into a $50 drawing for a gift card for Mother's Day. So you can extra bless her and do a great thing for her and all folks by getting the census done. So don't forget about that. Very encouraged. Andrea was with us, Rodriguez, our leadership coordinator, yesterday, and the number of nominations for our Gold Leadership Institute, where we train folks in personal leadership, in leading resident associations, and in community organizing. Those nominations are coming in. The deadline is coming up. You have 2 more days to nominate someone from your resident group who is ready for some leadership responsibilities, or yourself if you're a leader and you want to take your leadership to the next level. So we encourage you to do that. And then we have an exciting week starting the build up for next week for you all. It kicks off really this Thursday. This Thursday, Mariana Rodriguez of the Latina Resource Center is going to be with us. There has been a spike in domestic violence and sexual assault. And so we want to share with you all the latest information and resources on how to prevent that and what to do if you find yourself in that situation. And so we're so grateful she's going to be with us this Thursday. And then next week, Tuesday, we have Rob Smith from the County Human Rights Commission with us. And on Wednesday, we have Congresswoman Moore. This Friday also, we have Pedro Hernandez from Legal Aid who'll be talking about what is happening and what are the protections around eviction notices and the supports they can give folks. So we have a great week and every day full of information and resources for you and next week as well. I want to share that the information and the views shared in this forum are not necessarily those that reflect SOC's opinion. There are things we can and can't say as the type of organization that we are, but we create a platform for voice and vote and a vehicle to organize for the community here. And so want to make you aware that we support that voice, and sometimes we just can't sign on to everything because of who we are, and sometimes we don't always share the same feelings about a situation, but we want to support those voices. Before I start the next section, I just want to say hello to some folks. Felix is very upset with our government. We hear you, brother. A couple of things that we're doing. If you go to our coronavirus page, there's on the bottom, take action, things you can do. There are some petitions to sign and some actions to take. We're also documenting folks' experience during this last election, and we're going to compile that data and share. We're collecting questions, concerns, and comments about what took place during the election. That's already a 2-page document, and it's made public, and people are already starting to use that. We've gotten media calls about it, and we've gotten folks who've asked if they can use some of the information there. So that's another way you can have your voice heard. Hola, George Banda. Haven't seen you in a while, brother. Good to know you're with us. Maricano, one of our super fans. Thank you, Mari, for being with us again. With that, I want to invite Taylor Herrada, who is our coronavirus coordinator. She also is our youth coordinator, to share some updates about coronavirus, and then I'll be back with you.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor, and I'm the coronavirus coordinator with Southside Organizing Center. Thank you so much for joining us on today's Community Live Forum. Today is the last day to register if you receive SSI benefits or VA benefits, have qualifying children under the age of 17, and didn't file a tax return in 2018 or 2019. Please visit the irs.gov website and use the non-filers tool to be able to register to receive your stimulus check. This is especially important if you want the $500 per child added to the $1,200 economic impact payment you'll receive this year. As a reminder, you can check on the status of your stimulus payment by visiting the irs.gov website, going to the coronavirus page, and selecting the Get My Payment tool. If you did not receive the full amount to which you believe you are entitled, you may be able to claim the additional amount when you file your 2020 tax return. This is particularly important for those individuals who may be entitled to the additional $500 per qualifying child dependent payments. Yesterday, Governor Evers announced the state's plan to make Wisconsin one of the top states in testing per capita, in addition to already being one of the top states in COVID-19 testing capacity. Evers shared that Wisconsin is prepared to provide 85,000 coronavirus tests per week, ensuring that everyone in the state that needs a test gets a test. To date, the state has provided over 60,000 tests to hospitals, clinics, local public health, local term care facilities, and other community partners. 57 of Wisconsin's 72 counties have received and are receiving testing supplies from this program. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services Secretary-designee Andrea Palm said that the testing is critical to reopening the state. She says, to turn the dial in Wisconsin, we have to test everyone with symptoms. From there, we move to contact tracing and getting those exposed to the virus in quarantine. Anyone with symptoms that include cough, shortness of breath, fever, chills, repeated shaking with chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, new loss of taste or smell, please call your provider and get tested. So yesterday we did provide a free testing site. The Walgreens located on 6th in Oklahoma is doing free testing. So just make sure that you call them and schedule your appointment. All that information can be found on our website by visiting socmilwaukee.org. And good news, today the Milwaukee Public Library is opening up and they are offering contactless material pickup at the Central Library drive-up window. It begins today at noon, and you can request materials by calling their number at 414-286-3011. And they will provide you all the information that you need to request materials for pickup at the Central Library drive-in window. Also this weekend, the state parks and forests, 34 of them opened up again to the public and are operating. An annual park sticker and or trail pass will be required to visit the state parks, so make sure that you do get one of those if you plan on visiting. You can get that by going to the dnr.wisconsin.gov website or calling their toll-free number Monday through Friday at 1-888-305-0398. I know that I'll be getting my annual sticker because I love visiting the park, so I hope that you guys are able to do so too. For all this information that I talked about, it will be all listed on our website at socmilwaukee.org, along with additional resources. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's Community Live Forum. I'm going to pass it back to Tammy. Thank you.
Taylor's doing a great job of keeping us up to date on all that's happening. There's so much information and it's changing all the time. And we're encouraged to hear about the increased testing. And she shared yesterday too that Governor Evers announced how much more effort they're making to have tracing take place, which is when someone is tested positive. Part of the Badger Bounce Back plan is to try to figure out and trace back all the people who were exposed to see if they can find sources. And so she was encouraging us yesterday to make sure that you cooperate with those calls because that's going to help you and everyone else to figure out how the virus is spreading and to be able to test other folks and treat, keep an eye on them if they need treatment. So let's all cooperate. I want to remind you that this week's promotion to enter our daily drawing for a $25 gift certificate is by filling out our survey. So please, it only has 4 questions. It's super fast, 5 minutes for you to tell us what's working, what we should change, what we should add, how it's been helpful or not for you. There's a link and you can see that on the Facebook comments and click on it. It'll take a very short time and you could win a $25 gift certificate to a local business that supports SOC or that's doing a really great deed in our district. And so it helps folks who are having, financial stresses at this time, which a lot of folks are, and it helps our small business. So please do that. Now I'd like to bring on Gabe Charles, our Civic Engagement Manager, and she's going to be giving us the breaking news and the latest news related to civic engagement. Hola, Gabe.
Hi. So yesterday I told you all that this morning the Wisconsin Supreme Court would be meeting to discuss the fate of the Safer at Home order. And what is being deliberated as we speak is whether or not it was lawful for Evers and Department of Health Secretary Andrea Palm to extend the Safer at Home order. So they met this morning, different arguments were made, the hearing happens, and the justices are deliberating right now. and we'll announce that in the next few hours. Um, we have the Wisconsin State Legislature, which is made up of the Wisconsin State Senate and the Assembly, that filed this lawsuit against Health Secretary Palm on the grounds that she didn't have the right to extend the Safer at Home order. And we have Ryan Walsh, who is the attorney representing the legislature, saying that this case is not about whether the lockdown is a good idea, but whether or not state law provides Palm with the ability to close down daily life the way that the Safer at Home order shuts down daily life. Basically, the legislature wants to be the entity to decide the rulemaking process in response to the pandemic, which is actually interesting because it was a former legislature decision to grant broadened authority to the health secretary during times of health emergencies in order to respond quickly and with expertise to these health threats. However, in this case, the legislator feels that the health secretary has too much power, and one justice even went as far as to compare the actions of the Evers administration and the health secretary to that of a tyranny. The law that's in question that grants broader authority to the health secretary states that the Department of Health Services may close schools and forbid public gatherings in schools, churches, and other places to control outbreaks and epidemics, and enforce rules or issue orders for the control and suppression of communicable diseases, and for the quarantine and disinfection of persons, localities, and things infected or suspected of being infected by a communicable disease. Then we have Department of Justice attorney who's representing Palm and the Evers administration, saying that if Safer at Home order is enjoined or struck down with nothing to replace it, and people pour out into the streets, that the disease will spread like wildfire and we'll be back in a terrible situation with an out-of-control virus with no weapon to fight it, no treatments, no vaccine, nothing. So as I said, they are deliberating this decision right now in the Wisconsin Supreme Court. The answer or decision should come out in the next couple hours. So we will definitely be waiting anxiously for that information, as it will affect all of our lives pretty deeply. And we will definitely have that breaking update for you tomorrow on our forum. For the census segment today, I'm going to continue on with some videos that will hopefully touch the hearts of our lovely mothers or the children of some amazing mothers in order to inspire you all to fill out the census. So as Tammy mentioned a bit earlier, we have the promotion this week for Mother's Day to send us a picture of you filling out the census with your mother, or you as a mother filling out the census with your children or by yourself too. And to send us that picture to have the opportunity to win $50 gift certificate and to be featured on a Mother's Day slideshow that we'll have on Friday. So send us your picture along with a message saying how much you care for your mother, and we will make sure that you get on our slideshow on Friday. And then also remember, you can win that $50 gift card for Mother's Day. So much love to all the mothers out there. Go fill out the census, and I will leave you with some inspiring videos that should show our mothers how much we love them and care for them and appreciate them.
We are doctors, lawyers, teachers, and students. We are daughters, mothers, tías, and hermanas. We are the product of generations of hard work and sacrifice. We live here. We work here. We will be counted here. Our presence is power. Get counted in the 2020 census.
Oh, my friend, you're finally up.
What happened? Did we get counted?
Yes, we got counted.
And the kids got counted too?
Yes.
Oh, thank God that we went counted. What about Luis Jose?
Luis Jose forget to say his survey.
But someone from the census is going to come help him. Thank God.
Thank you, Gabe, for that serious and not so serious video on the census, which both sides are needed at this time. And we know a lot of people are attached to their soap operas, their novellas. And so thank you for finding those creative ways to encourage us to fill out the census. I was helping someone this morning fill out the census and told them to do it online because they had gotten their packet, their paper survey. And there was a little bit of confusion, just so you know. In the original letters, the census ID that you get is like really prominent and it says your census ID. When you get those surveys, you have to look under the barcode and that's your census ID. And so we'll be bringing those photos and stuff to you later in the week. But just my own experience trying to help someone do that this morning, it can be a little confusing. And this is the first year ever we can do that online. I did mine a few minutes and on the phone, and they have the capacity to do and support that in many, many languages. So this year, we want to keep Wisconsin's #1 rating of filling out the census. We're a competitive state, and so we want to make sure that Wisconsin keeps that ranking. And we were really close with Minnesota. Gabe was sharing a week or two ago, and so we have that rivalry, and we wanna win, of course, because we're Wisconsin. What I'd like to share now is we're going to have one of our beloved staff join us, Travis Hope, to give us some safety updates. Hey, Travis. Travis, I'm enjoying the switch up of the hats. I like the caps. I'm enjoying. Travis is going to share some tips from the 2 crime and safety meetings that took place for the first time virtually this month, from District 2, District 6, and then he's going to catch us up on our One Clean Community initiative campaign and a chalk project as well. So first of all, Travis, share with us the district you serve. You want to remind folks you're the organizer for NSP 15 is what we call it in our jargon, but give folks a sense of what area that is that you cover. We have 3 organizers that cover the entire South Side. Share with folks your area.
Okay, hello. So it's basically 16th Street from, I want to say, Beecher or Rogers to Pierce up to 43rd Street in that area. But given that, I also do other safety initiatives and stuff. I'm kind of all around the South Side, but NSP 15 is where I'm at. So if you're in Clark Square, Silver City, those type of neighborhoods, and need any type of assistance or information, please contact me, and I'm willing to help out. Also, so the D2 updates. So right now, bike thefts are up all around the city. So they just wanted to let people know that make sure your bikes are locked up to secure fixtures. Make sure that you're not leaving your bike unattended. Your kids ain't. Take them in the house, put it in the garage, lock it all up because, like I said, they're noticing an uptick in bike thefts. Also, on May 20th is going to be their next virtual crime and safety meeting, and that'll be Facebook Live. They'll have a video like last time, and so check that out. And they're actually gonna have a guest this time. They're gonna have Jessica Munoz from the Sojourner Truth Domestic Violence Center. She's gonna be talking about ways to, curb domestic violence during the COVID and help people get help if they need it. So check that out because that'll be the first time they're gonna have a guest on the crime and safety virtual. So that'll be nice, something new. And then D6, they had a lot of package thefts. They also have catalytic converters. They just want people to, if you have your neighbors, look out for your deliveries. If you hear sawing in the middle of the night, they might be trying to steal your catalytic converter. Please call the police. And keep your garages secure. So basically, right now, crime is always, something of an opportunity. People will take it to take whatever they want. So if you don't want to be a victim, the best thing you do is secure everything you have, lock it up, make sure you park in areas where there's light, where your car is visible and stuff like that. So yeah, um, sorry about that. So, and also with the cleanup updates, we like to shout out a couple. A lot of people are responsive. A lot of people are getting the cleanup packs still. Please contact us. Let us know. There were some people outside of our zones, and we're still gonna try and if you send us pictures that you're cleaning up, we can send you the Keep Greater Milwaukee Beautiful Zoo coupons. So you can always contact us with any information about that. But Walker Square Neighborhood Association, Sam and her kids did a cleanup, and they cleaned up the drains on their block. The Carter family was also out there doing a cleanup and again cleaning the drains, which is important right now because we're seeing a lot of rain, so we don't want it to flood up. We got pictures of a chalk delivery we did with Love Your Block, and it was basically the same neighborhood in Walker Square neighborhood, and that's Jeanette and her kids cleaning up the Polonia neighborhood with south of the tracks. And there's those drains we were talking about, and the families picking up the park, Walker Square. Big shout out to them, keeping it clean, the families. So yeah, so send us your pictures. It's great. We want more pictures. We got some more pictures. We also got some other families that have been doing it. They just send no pictures yet. So please send us pictures and let us know. And we'll be every week. I'll come on and we'll be shouting them out. The great job trying to keep our city and neighborhoods clean and safe. And that's just a great thing that we can all do during this time. As long as we're social distancing and we're being safe and protecting ourselves. Also, the chalk thing. If you have any pictures of any of the positive messages in the Walker Square neighborhood that drew the chalk pictures, send it in to us. We'd love to put those pictures on there and talk about it more. Got a lot of great feedback from neighbors in the Walker Square 10 area, and they were really happy to get the chalk. Their kids loved it, so that's great. That's what we wanted to do. If I could just quick talk about a couple other neighborhood things that's going on in the Clark Square area. There's a project going on with the collab. You can go to www.collabmke.com and you can vote for a project called International Avenue. And they're trying to win so they can do a bunch of art projects up and down National Avenue. And it's going to be called International Ave. So if you can check that out, once again, it's www.collabmke. Check it out. If you like the project, vote for it. It's Clark Square is what it's under. So that'll be another great thing to bring to the south side. Also, if you can go to KK River Neighbors in Action Facebook, there's a survey on there for the 13th Street Safe Streets initiative for trying to get safer streets on there, going from Harrison, 13th and Harrison through to the Crystal Bid area. So if you could check out that survey, take that survey, it's very productive for our neighborhood to bring safer streets. Hopefully we can do it into all neighborhoods someday. So I believe that's it with all the updates I have. If everybody just be safe, keep doing the stay-at-home order, and we'll see you again.
One more time, the families that participated that sent us the photos. Can you bring Travis back on?
Oh,
Travis,
hey.
hey, let's shout out one more time the list of families who sent in photos who completed their cleanups. So
Sure.
with Sam Rose and her family.
Sam Rose and her family, the kids, did a great job. The Carter family, they're also part of the Walker Square Neighborhood Association. They did a great job. Don and Judy from the Lincoln Kosciuszko Village Monument Group were out there picking them up around the monument. So Jeanette Torres and her kids from south of the tracks, Polonia neighborhood, were out there cleaning up. I got a couple emails from people I didn't get pictures, like Stacy Carlos and a couple other families. So just send us pictures, and then we'll keep getting people on here every week.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure they got an extra shout out, and just want to point out that Travis services the area he shared, and each of our organizers has a geographic area that they're the lead organizer for in connecting with you, and they each have a program or two that they lead. And Travis is our safety lead. That's why you hear him talking about the wider district and other initiatives that go across ours. Now, stay there, Travis, because we got some shout outs for you I want to share. Well, George Banda says, thank you, Gabe, for the update. Temo says he loved the novela video. Maribel says, hi, Travis. Jetty Carr says, good afternoon, SOC. Hello, Travis Hope. Pedro Hernandez Rubalcaba says, Travis. Maribel says, vote Travis for president, 202 for vote. No Te Rinda said, saludos a Travis. Stacy Carlos says, we still have to do ours, but we'll get it in though. Thank you, Travis. And to remind folks, if they have concerns about safety in their neighborhoods, if they suspect drug dealing or a gang house or gang activity or heightened solicitation and prostitution activity or vandalism or just blight. And blight is, garages that overflow into the alley, vacant lots abandoned, animals abandoned, cars in the way abandoned. Those are the things that you can connect with Travis about, and we can try to problem solve as a community and get those things resolved. Thank you, Travis. Be safe, brother.
You too. Be safe.
Bye. Again, we have all our staff here being faithful for you, continuing to strengthen our communities, to ensure you have a voice, that you can vote, and you have a vehicle to organize. Very grateful for them. And so we're going to have Marisol on now, who's going to be talking about our communications engagement.
Hey.
Hola, Marisol.
So I just want to remind folks that for our promos for the $25 gift certificate this week, two of them. One is the survey. Once again, we want to get those surveys in. And as an added bonus, you can enter daily. So it's not just limited to winning once. And we learned that yesterday. So you do enter once a day, but there's no limit. You win today. You might win tomorrow again. So fill out those surveys. They're located in the comment section. We also post it occasionally on our page if you don't see it in our comment section. And then the other one that's a sweet one is the Mother's Day one. So make sure you shout out your mama. Take those photos of either you as a mom filling out the census with your kids, or with your mom filling out the census. So get those photos in and get those shout outs in, because on Friday, are we going to do it?
Yeah.
On Friday, we'll put together a cute slideshow dedication, and we will include that shout out in there. So that's all I got.
Thank you, Marisol. And so you all know Marisol has successfully launched. This is our second day of SOC doing their own production this way. Because of this one right here.
I'm behind the scenes. I'm in the background.
She's scenes producing now that the Safer at Home order has been extended. She got herself trained, found software, and now we are producing our own. And very grateful to Marisol and the rest of the team for making this possible to be with you daily. Thank you, Mari.
Of course.
All right, and so the winner who filled out a survey yesterday for today is Sonia Valadez Lopez. Sonia, send us an email at soc@socmilwaukee.org, and we'll get you rolling on how to redeem your $25 gift certificate. So if you all know Sonia Valadez Lopez, let her know she is the winner. I want to remind you all, as we're coming to the end of the program, a couple of things. Just as I was here, I noticed a press release from the Fire and Police Commission regarding COVID-19, and I want to share that with you. The gist of it is a little confusing. The gist of it is the Fire and Police Commission, which are the authority over the Milwaukee Police Department and the Milwaukee Fire Department. They're actually the supervisor for those, the chiefs there. They just want us to know that they're supportive of the citations that can be issued by the Milwaukee Police Department or the Health Department for people violating the health orders. But they understand that ticketing alone doesn't solve the problem. They want to urge us all to cooperate, but they also want us to understand that they are ensuring that both the fire and police departments are using proper operating procedures when they're interacting with us as residents, whether it be the firefighters or the EMTs responding to emergency medical calls or police officers working in our community to educate and enforce these health issues. And so it says that they're supporting the issue of citations to help people cooperate, but that also their personnel, the police and fire departments, are going to be held to those same standards as the citizens they serve. And so sharing that quick update, we're trying to give you all the latest information as we get it, so that you're in the know like everyone else. Marisol talked about the Mother's Day. We're so excited about the Mother's Day thing, the campaign. Moms are just incredible. And we have those other women in our lives who play mother roles who might not have birthed us. And so those are moms too, that we want to lift up. I have many women. My mom passed when I was young. And so God has sent me many, many women to be mothers in my life. And so I want to reach out to them this Mother's Day. And we want to recognize all those women who may not have birthed children themselves, but have played the role of mother as well. Want to remind you that this Thursday, Mariana Rodriguez from the Latino Resource Center is going to be here on the topic of domestic violence. Pedro Hernandez from the Legal Aid Society is going to be with us on Friday to talk about their services and evictions. That next Tuesday, we're going to have Rob Smith, the chair of the County Human Rights Commission, with us. And then Wednesday, we're having Congresswoman Moore, a great partner with us here. And so we're looking forward to bringing you our leaders in many forms here at the forum. With that, we want to thank our partners who make our work possible financially. So we have partners in all kinds of ways, but those that support us financially on our ongoing programming, on the launch of our full civic engagement department that was launched this year, and for the support that we're getting to even bring you the coronavirus 19 response that we have. So with that, we'll invite our thank you video on, conclude the program and say, be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock with SOC.
Hello, SOC viewers. My name is Angel Hope, and I'm a youth organizer at SOC. We would like to thank everyone for supporting our 3 o'clock at SOC Live and for completing our SOC survey. In addition to that, we would also like to thank our sponsors: Wisconsin Voices, Community Development Block Grants, Neo Philanthropy State Infrastructure Fund, Movement Voter Project, Catholic Campaign for Human Development, Zilber Foundation, the City of Milwaukee Office of Violence Prevention, Tides Foundation, City of Milwaukee Promise Zones, all the faithful individuals who support SOC through their personal donations. Thank you.